Hi, I'm Andy Bernard of Lime Green in Jacksonville, Florida. We are an energy efficiency contractor. We take power bills to zero. We do a lot of things. Solar, LED lighting is what we're talking about today. Especially proud of the Global Tech Solstice unit. We're going to go through a retrofit today of a light fixture that has been in my garage for 5 years. I had this idea literally yesterday of proving that a retrofit doesn't take any time at all, that it's very, very easy. The light fixtures are usually set up to take the retrofit, and our retrofit is special because we want you to be able to keep your fixture. So I have no idea how long this is going to take. I haven't really even opened up this fixture to know what it's going to take to do. So I have a set of electrical tools. I've got a light to retrofit. I've got a light fixture that was supposed to be in a batting cage. It's right now wired for 120 volts just to be able to plug in. It's a 400 watt metal halide. That's all I know. After that, we're gonna start in on it. I have no idea what kind of trouble we're gonna get. This is exactly the same situation that you're going to find when you get on site as an electrician or building manager. You're gonna know that the fixture probably has some bugs in it. It has a light bulb that may get twisted in, twisted out. A lot of you guys probably change the ballast or the capacitor, and so you know more about it. But I'm going to show you how this LED light is different. Let's talk about the light first. This is the Global Tech 5498 Solstice unit. This is a 100,000 hour bulb, capable of a couple 100,000 hours, but standard warranty is a 100,000 hour bulb, which is a 5-year warranty. What's different about our light, and this plastic cover will come off later, it comes shipped to you to protect the LED chips, is that all of these chips are set up in parallel. Let's see, we've got 7 times 6, which is 42. Did I have that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7, so we've got 42 chips. These are Philips. This is 100% made in the USA. Manufactured here in Florida, distributed to the world. Differences between this light and the competitors out there, besides being made 100% in America with American-made components assembled by Americans. That being said, back to these Philips chips. They are all wired in parallel, meaning that the current, the electricity, is going to hit them all equally at the same time. We have onboard microprocessor that is processing overcurrent, undercurrent, over voltage, under voltage, and temperature. Therefore, it's going to protect the bulb. If there ever were a problem, it's going to put it into safety mode. We've got dip switches on board. The one on the left is for standard wattage, or for watt saver, where we can actually knock down the percentage of power throughout the night. The other dip switch this is actually a 4 different wattage bulb. Starts at 54 watts, then 68 watts, then 88 watts, then 98 watts. So you can decide that you want to live with less light, or it can retrofit to many different wattages of standard traditional bulbs. So we want to be able to be flexible, want to be able to change with the owner. This 98 watt unit, or it's set to 98 watt standard, we might be able to install it, and then you could live with less wattage. Less wattage means more money back in your pocket, less consumption. That being said, we can flip the dip switch, we can change it down to 88 watts. Can you live with that light? You want to try for more? Let's go to 68 watts. So on down the line. On the back we have a cooling fan. This is a 100,000 hour maglev fan. This allows the unit to operate about 20 to 25 degrees cooler than our competitors' LED lights. Heat management is one of the most important things about these lights. So I'm probably going to stop there about the light. I'll talk about some of the other accessories. You can get a lot of information at globaltechled.com. They're Global Tech lights, and I'm one of their distributors, but we also handle installations. We do the solar. We travel the planet. So you can obviously you can get on our website, you can get on their website, and we can talk about it. Comes with a yoke, or you can get a plate. In fact, I'll grab a plate real quick. And so in some configuration, this would be for a post-top unit, and you could screw this plate to your fixture. Same deal. We got a driver, we've got the pancake head, and we've got our LED chip. So we're going to set this off to the side. Get back to this. All right, what makes an LED go? We have to have power. So we have to have the LED equivalent to a ballast for the HID, which stands for high intensity discharge lighting. That right there is a Global Tech 100 watt driver. This is a smart driver. This is part of the system of being able to manage the overcurrent, undercurrent, and temperature, those sort of things. We have our AC leads, alternating current leads, hot and neutral. We have our DC leads of hot and neutral, all labeled on a schematic on front. Red is hot, green is neutral on the DC side, and on the AC side. I know you electricians know this, but I sold to a customer and they had some issues with it, so I want to be able to explain. This is trying to be an informative video here. So these come in different wattages, the drivers do, so it matches what your need is. If you've got a smaller bulb, then you're going to need a smaller driver. We even have a 300 watt driver, so if we had 3 Solstice heads, then we could match those up to 1 driver. These are a 100,000 hour driver made in the USA for Global Tech. So here we are. That being said, let's dive into the unit itself. What we have here is light fixture, 400 watt metal halide. I can only tell it's 400 watts because I'm looking at the sticker on the outside. This got given to me by an electrician years and years ago just for me to put on my batting cage. So I say we dive in, find out what happens, and see if this works. Again, this idea came up yesterday. This is the first take. Haven't disassembled this thing and prepped it. Rachel Ray isn't back chopping carrots for me right now. This is it. Here we are. So that being said, let's open this up. If you want to, Nate, get to a spot that you can see better closer so that you can zoom in here. Okay, I've got the bungee cord because obviously that if we're at a shopping center and we've got gravity helping us, the light fixture is going to be upside down, the door is going to swing open, you're going to be on a man lift, hopefully not on a ladder. What we're going to see here is a opening hatch for, this is a Lithonia lighting 400 watt fixture, just a shoebox, basic fixture. We see these everywhere, there's millions of them. So that being said, we're going to have the transformer or ballast bay, we're going to have the socket for the bulb, and then you're going to see a reflector inside. Doors are typically sealed, so standard fixture here. Make sure your power is off, don't need anyone getting hurt. These bulbs put out great light, but they're extremely wasteful. This is a 400 watt, this is a 98 watt. So we're going to be able to, on this fixture alone, cut consumption by more than 75%. So that's a big deal. This bulb is a 30,000 hour bulb, 25,000 hour bulb. You're going to replace it, the ballast, or the capacitor, at least one of them every 2 years. This right here, 5 years or 10 years, depending on which model you purchase. So I don't know. I mean, the return on the investment makes sense. You're not changing light bulbs, so you're not paying for maintenance, you're not paying for the lift, you're not paying for new bulbs, and more importantly, you're purchasing power, you're purchasing a fourth of the power that you were yesterday. So it makes complete sense. All right, I'm going to set this bulb off to the side. Okay, let's get in here into this bay. Oh. Typically you'd have gravity helping you because these, as you may know, these transformers weigh like 10 pounds. So we're going take this out. All right, wow, look at that. That looks probably like every one that you electricians have ever opened before. So we'll set this up so that we don't lose the thing here. But what we got coming in, we've got a plug with our AC power, hot neutral ground. That's going to lead to the transformer, which is right here, or the ballast, I'm sorry. It's basically the same thing. And we've got a capacitor. So we don't need any of this stuff. You can take it out, you can recycle it, you could throw it away, you could use it as a boat anchor. It really doesn't matter, you don't need it anymore. But what we do need is we do need power out of here. So we're going to take that. We're going to, then also the other lead that we have, we've got another plug that's going to be our DC side, which is going to run to our socket. We are actually going to energize the socket that is in the light fixture. We're going to energize that for our bulb. So we're going to spin this into the fixture. So really all we need is power in, power out. Let me get over here, and here's power in, here's power out, and we're going to set this guy off to the side. We'll deal with him later. Alright, so next piece coming in here, I guess what we're going to want to do is off of our ballast, we're going to steal the plug that goes to our DC side. We're going to steal the plug that goes to our AC side. Alright. Oh, we've got ground wire. Ground wires are important. We like those. In fact, you know what? I'm going to leave that ground wire. Why mess with it? Because if it's hanging in the air, you're just going to leave it hanging there anyway. We're just going to move it closer here. Okay. So, let's... now we have completely disconnected, except for the ground, we have completely disconnected the rest of the light. May make sense just to clean this up a bit. Here, let me set it up here so you guys can see it. Your lights are your closest business partner. Your lights are part of your profit sharing program because they can take your profit or they can be your profit. So, like employees. Only they show up to work on time every day. Alright, I'm just trying to clean this up. Probably in real life, you're going to move on to the next bulb and you're not going to mess with this. Okay, so now we've got DC out, AC in. We can clean up our ends. You could restrip these. I just like to get them ready because we're just going to wire nut them back. I may not be using the best electrical practices because you guys have been doing this longer than I've been alive. But I'm going to show you some light here in a second. Alright, so we've got to be able to mount the driver. The driver's going to come out of the box like this. We'll hook up the AC side first, which is right here. Remembering that we are upside down.